have something like the Kagura, because they already have Edith as... I think you need to put Edith in the gold lane at this point, right? If you put him as the roamer, she's just going to get crushed by this Johnson Kadita. So they need a mid laner, or perhaps pick it Aldous for the gold lane, and Keyboy will actually be the one on the Edith? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to... What's going on?
Interesting. Well, so Edith being...
Wait, why is Sans on the Selena?
So is this a mid lane
I don't know
Selena?
what's going on.
So it's probably a mid lane Selena, and it's Edith, roamer Edith.
Who's jungling?
So
is Keyboy jungling?
Samo's jungling.
What?
Oh my, I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the screen behind me, and that's what it shows. We'll have to see what happens in game. All right, Sans on Eastern Shin. There you go. We got it confirmed.
Woo!
I was about to have my mind blown there, but all right.
Heart attack.
Anyways, it is time for the Rumble in the jungle. Sans on his notorious Eastern Shin. We have the Johnson Kadita Java Drift meta from EVOS Legends. Let's see who takes the game. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rumble in the jungle. Season 7 champs takes on Season 8 champs, EVOS Legends and Onic.
Yeah, like predicted, we saw it in the Ways to Victory. Onic Esports are still going with a double roamer type of meta here, and we're just gonna have to see how it comes to fruition, especially going against the Java Drift, like Mirko likes to mention here. And we can already see that they do have a bit of pressure, but obviously they're waiting for Clover to reach level 4, and so they can start doing all the pickoffs that they're potentially made to do.
Well, a big factor here as well is the fact that Eastern Shin's Mountain Shocker will be able to expose the members of EVOS Legends when they are in transit using the Johnson. So that might be something that they're counting on to counter this strategy. But again, the cooldown on that ultimate is just so fast. So we'll have to see how effective it is. Maybe this is a strategy they've already experimented with, you know, the silver bullet to this Johnson Kadita strategy with three Petrifies actually on the side of EVOS Legends. With Aldous and Yisun Shin, very late game heroes, I think Onic needs to be very, very careful.
That's huge, right? 3 Petrifies, that's so much CC coming in from EVOS Legends. So when it comes down to it, Onic Esports
Now the Yuzong will be quite confused whether he has to go forward or backwards.
Well, we're going to get straight into the game right now. Clover inside. Dream's going to be able to actually jump all the way into the turret. This is a huge mistake by EVOS, and they're going to get punished for it. A double kill picked up for CW. Vanstrong doesn't even get the trade. A turtle taken down, but definitely not worth it for EVOS Legends at all.
I mean, one of the questions coming down into this current matchup, especially with the Java Drift coming into play for EVOS Legends, the question stands, can EVOS Legends actually use this Java Drift to the same potential that Bigatron can have? Because obviously they did not create this meta, and for the first 3 minutes, it doesn't seem like they're using it to the potential that it can have. And wow, Sans being able to steal that jungle, Mirko.
Yeah, and Keyboy as well on the top side. They're just wreaking havoc at this point. Vanstrong forced to back away. Clover now with the car going to be cancelled away by Samo. But there's a lot of resources spent onto the roamer. CW now jumping all the way into the base. And that's going to be the killing spree by CW. He might look for an execute. Nope, it's the shutdown picked up. So honestly, I'm going to have to say it's worth it for Vanstrong. They didn't need to trade for that. Vanstrong definitely got the better of, you know, the trades here.
What's that though? What?
I guess, you know, he was in a position where he was already dead anyways, right? So why not just look for a kill?
Honestly, I feel like with Asilion, if you can just stop him from farming up, it's already like a huge disruption towards his scaling potential. So I don't think there was any need to guarantee that he gets killed there for Vanstrong, but we have to see. Both teams are going very aggressively.
Again, Samo able to buy so many resources away, but it is going to be fair stick with the Phantom Execution, able to get it connected. Keyboy is lethal on the Selena, able to connect this Abyssal Arrow at will. Just as I say that, he misses, but it's fine. It's just a zoning Abyssal Arrow for CW to collect the scraps on towards that turret in the top side.
For sure, the pressure that is currently being placed onto EVOS Legends right now by the side of Onic Esports is something that we did not come to expect, especially with the compositions that are happening. But it does seem like EVOS Legends are making really big mistakes, and we're going to have to see if they can actually repair this, because they do really want to take it from the early game.
Sans needs to be careful. It's going to be everything popped and used. Yi San's Shin is no longer available here for the team fight. Firstick is going to get dove on. CW jumping in, but it's going to be Firstick instantly using the Puncture and Dreams instantly now with the follow-up. But Anti-Mage jumps in onto 4. A huge miscalculation for the side of EVOS Legends will in turn become good for the side of Onic. Fanstrong once again gets caught onto the Abyssal Arrow. CW jumps in, and the Abyssal Arrow connects at will. Now Dreams looking for the pick off once again. Will be able to connect onto Samo. A double kill picked up for Firstick, but Onic still with the grasp on the gold lead.
This has got to be one of the most back and forth intense matches we've seen so far. I mean, today as well in particular.
It's only, yeah.
It's so intense. There's so many pickoffs off the board. The setup is there. We can see that EVOS Legends was trying to instigate something in the turtle, being able to take down YSS, and therefore with no option to be able to get that retribution on, he was able to take the neutral objective in that turtle really, really easily. So already good setups, but it was instantly traded back. So it's quite chaotic here. Wow! Yeah,
Abyssal Arrow lands again onto Anti-Mage. No follow-up right now. Goes in for the Furious Dive, but Sans is there to pick up the kill. A kill once more for Onic. But you know what's interesting? It's a Demon Slayer emblem for Sans right now. As Firstick goes in with a puncture, will be able to connect onto the Thorn Rose, goes in back and forth, but in the end does not have enough damage to burst the members of Onic Esports. Sans with a 1-level lead and that Demon Slayer. Let's talk a little bit about that. But wait a minute, rapid touchdown, instantly connecting on Samo. Firstick jumping in, and CW will get caught. The puncture going to secure that kill, and Onic are struggling here in the mid-game.
Wow, it does seem like their approach to the Johnson isn't to actually like avoid it. They're like, okay, the Johnson can be mobile, but so is our Aldous. And CW has just been going around all over the map because he is up against a Sicilian and Vanstrong. And that's actually a very good pick by EVOS Legends as well. Because Vanstrong has been filling in for that mid lane for the most part. Now he's in the gold lane, but still playing a mage hero. So this is a great pick for the side of EVOS Legends. I dare say it might be their plan all along. But early on here, because of the late game scaling potential of Onic Esports, they are losing out in the early game. It's fine unless they actually fall back and, you know, they let Firstick snowball a bit too much.
Well, let's see what Firstick is able to do right now. Rapid touchdown, going to be popped, but Sans instantly with the first ability, able to dash away. The Petrify will be able to connect, but Sans is still able to survive. Not for long though. A killing spree picked up, and Vanstrong finishes off Samo with the Bat Impact. Onic now losing a 1.7 thousand gold deficit as EVOS Legends have regained control.
Oh man, I mean, when we're talking about winning conditions as well as, wow, another thing happening here.
Just map control. Wow. Literally just map control. Rapid touchdown once more by EVOS Legends. It literally is rapid. He hasn't stopped from the first minute. I mean, technically from when he got his ultimate. He jumped into the turret. Hasn't been good a lot of times, but it has been good more. So it's all right. You guys can go and get the Grab food as well. This is what the Grab drivers are using to commute to your places.
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying about the key ways to victory for the side of EVOS Legends is to prevent Yi Sun-shin to scale, obviously, to farm. And this is like an extreme example of how they can actually execute it, with the Johnson being able to deny the rotations coming in from Suns. This is an insane amount of display as well as adaptation towards the gameplay that Onic Esports usually brings to the table.
Oh, there you go, EVOS Legends. Oh, it's so scary of your Suns. Just imagine a car going at you with the Kadita inside. Vanstrong gets a Sanguine Claw onto 2 members right there. On the top side, there's a 1v2 situation. CW unable to do anything. But on the bottom side, Dreams and Clover actually goes for the dive onto Boots. Demonic Force instantly as a response. Has to be Clover. Very, very low. Still able to survive. Keyboy gets the Abyssal Trap, and that's going to be a kill picked up. A 1-for-1 in this game. 8 minutes in.
I think the big issue right now is that CW isn't getting the farm as much as Vanstrong. So Vanstrong towards that mid-game is going to have a lot more relevance, and that is a problem. So I'm not quite sure if this is going according to plan for Onic Esports, but I think this is going to be quite difficult for them to deal with, especially once they get to that mid-game, because Firstick will also start scaling and do a lot more damage in that 10 to about 15-minute mark.
Firstick needs to be careful though. I mean, the way that he's playing, I do understand he's trying to zone out players from Onic Esports, but just one Abyssal Arrow can be detrimental. for his gameplay, especially now that EVOS Legends are leading with the 2,000k gold lead. So coming down to it, in towards the mid game, as we're going to enter that, whoever gets this Lord is going to be the person who can have the better setup from one another.
And the big key important here is that when EVOS gets a pick off, they just go for the turrets. So far, 2 turrets already taken off the map, and with more control, they can suffocate the members of Onic Esports in their own jungle and get even more and more ahead.
Yeah, Keyboy just gets the lead right there. Anti-Mage looking for the re-engage all the way to the backside. San still able to kite away, jumps in for the Lord, will be able to take it with the Retribution, but instantly gets deleted once again as the Petrify will be able to connect. Boots now trying to make the most out of the situation. Demonic Force no longer available, will be able to get the proc onto Clover. The Sanguine Claws is there, and the side laners of Onic are carrying this team fight. Not going to be able to get anything more as it is a 2 for 3, but Onic pick up the Lord.
Man, even in a 3v2 situation, those 2 members are still standing. And as we can see here, there is a fun fact by Grab.
Debut in Season 5. That's when Vanstrong debuted. He played as a side laner, and actually, he performed extraordinarily well with his Kimmy, Get the Maniac, and his Granger sitting at a 71% win rate after picking it 7 times. So when we're talking about the gold lane, Vanstrong, he has experience playing the side lane with the marksman, but it's not what we're seeing here today. We're seeing the Sicilian come through for Vanstrong.
And speaking of Vanstrong Sicilian, already sitting on a Divine Glaive as well. Ooh. We saw his damage on the minion waves, about 1,000, 1,500 damage each time he uses that Bat Impact. So clearly not something that Sans or Keyboy can actually withstand. Boots now with the Oracle can actually, withstand it a bit more, but not for long. So for the most part, the higher DPS is still on the side of Onic Esports, but they have to make sure that Vanstrong does not get to play the fight as he wants.
Keyboy jumping in onto actually, Persic jumping onto Keyboy right there, but he actually misses on Thorn Rose. That's going to be the Abyssal Arrow connecting, but he's still going to be able to play it with the puncture and get the kill in the back. Sans looking for the trade, but Persic will be caught, and that's going to be a roamer traded in for the jungler. CW with the move is going to be able to dodge with a round, a rapid touchdown, but in the end, everything is going to be used on towards CW with the Petrify and the Furious Dive as well. That is 3 Petrifies for CW. What?
Yeah, I was just about to mention EVOS Legends giving out a lot of resources for just one person. It stands to show that CW is very difficult to take down, but I don't know how hasty that type of decision making was. But of course, there is still a lot of time until the next Lord, so it does give them more time to recollect these resources, of course, as we can already see this Java Drift looking for their next target.
Oh, Sans stepping out of the way instantly. No Petrify left here. It's going to be Sans able to kite away, and Clover gets picked off the board. A 1.5k gold lead. Onic Esports have managed to buy time to reach to that power spikes, and this is where it gets scary for EVOS Legends.
Oh, by the way, while all that was happening, Persic and Sans are both level 15, and on the top side of the map, most of the turrets for EVOS got taken away by CW. Now with the Malefic Roar, gonna do even more damage. This is only 13 minutes in. Both Vanstrong and CW are gonna get even stronger and stronger, and I think it's gonna come to a point to see who can actually have more impact. And if they go for split pushes, CW has a lot more options to play with, but right now a fight is breaking out in the bot side.
Yeah, Samo getting caught really, really low. Clover now with a rapid touchdown, looking for the pick off. Samo instantly dodging away, and that's going to be the kill picked up by Vanstrong. An on-point Bat Impact to secure the kill. That is a 1 for 0 before the Lord fight even starts. Clover still looking for more, will be able to connect onto CW, but Sans instantly with the response. Anti-Mage using everything towards CW. That is a Petrify wasted before the fight. So even though EVOS Legends have taken a kill, they've already used more resources than Onic.
And if Sans gets left alone, we saw the damage potential that he is able to bring out. He has been farming very well, securing the gold lane yet again now. And honestly, if Clover doesn't connect onto a party target, this might be quite difficult.
Yeah, CW jumping to the midst of it all. It's going to be Persic running away. Boots joining with the Demonic Force, and that's going to be the combo connecting. Yi Sun-shin is no more. He gets taken down. It's going to be the mega kill picked up by Vanstrong. They're looking for more as Boots jumps in under the turret, gets knocked up, slashed and dashed. It's a killing spree for Anti-Mage. CW trying to do what he can, going for the trades, but Clover and Dreams, they're ruthless. They're going for more. He's so tanky, but in the end, he can only buy a little bit of time here. He goes for more stacks. Dreams and CW going at it, but he's still actually able to withstand all of this damage. And he's buying so much time for Onic Esports. They're not going for the Lord right now. They're actually taking it at a very slow rate. Dreams, yeah, he's not going to be able to kill CW. That's an insane bait. You know what would be crazy? If Samo actually steals this away. Wait, they might actually be able to do it. It's going to be the chase fate. Samo going in. It's going to be the Retribution securing the kill. But CW looking for the backup kill. What? All in turn because of CW. He bought time for everyone to respawn, and EVOS took the bait. He got the Abyssal Arrow, and Bandstrong will not be taken down. Finally gets taken down. But man, oh man, that was an insane fight. It took me 3 minutes to finish the play-by-play, and he's still looking for more.
Keyboy, once again, in a 1v3 situation, was actually able to get out of there alive. That was insane. The ability for him to dodge all those skills coming in and being able to take Van Strong is insane. And now they're going for more.
Rapid touchdown once again as the Rough Waves has been connected. They're going to go for Sans, but he's still able to buy some time now. He dashes forward, and the base will be targeted by Onic. There are the minions ready, and Onic connects, gets the first game. They broke the Java Drift meta. What?
My oh my, my oh my, Onic Esports being able to take a point off EVOS Legends, really able to show that they don't need these cheese strats. They don't need the Johnson Java Drift. They understand how it is supposed to work, and they're able to actually maneuver around it. That last team fight on that Lord CW was crazy, and I feel like that was the moment, the start of EVOS Legends' downfall.
All right, can we ban CW real quick?